fucking hit.
Honestly, can't remember a time when my sister and I didn't cling to each other like Velcro. God, we still do the same tricks we did before. Sorry to
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Game 2 of the American League Wild Card Series coming your way on the show. It's the Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Kai Bush. What do you have on him, Chris?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Thomas Pretty Boy, the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Swing and a ball popped up. Nishi drifts towards it, drops into the glove, 2 down.
Batting fourth, the second baseman,
Here's a speed threat, Thomas Pretty Boy. Lied out his first time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On a line, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Snap over to first. And he just got his hand in there.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
0-1 now. Runner on the go. Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. And now it's Bobby Bradley. He's 0 for 1.
Hey, get your pitch. Make it happen right now, kid.
Throw there. Safe.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
The 1-2. Slides, but he can't come up with it. In to score from third. It's 2-1.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive.
Next is the designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. 1 for 2.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
Good pitch. Drive it right here.
working. Good job at damage control right there. Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. Next pitch is popped up. Feldman moving under this one. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now for the Jays, Thomas Pretty Boy. Reese back to work. In the air, right side. Bean gets under it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Go nowhere. Ridiculous.
Check-in call from a representative. manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player's agent calls to touch base. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. A manager checks in with his ball club. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A manager checks in with his ball club. A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat.
I'm getting the win. Whoa, trash. Oh, another win. Win. Yeah. Come on, you guys. Not losing. Every time I pitch, we win. What's up with it?
The skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Come on, you guys. Win. Take the postseason.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Win. Good. Win. Oh. Come on, you guys.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Win. Nice. 17 and 7. I love my record.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this
That's
skipper
over.
calls for a last stand.
Win. Win. Let's do this. First time getting the 100 mark? For real. That's the first time I got. Yeah. Making the playoffs every year. Love it.
I've had feelings for you since you were a little kid, since your mom started working.
baseball fans, and welcome. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. Getting the nod on the mound, Felix Urban.
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Thomas Prettyboy now at the plate. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
And make him come, dear.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. McCarthy stands at second with no outs. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Not a swing you want to watch again.
Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball.
At the plate, Thomas Prettyboy. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Prettyboy measures 6 feet 10 inches, 220 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
They take the force out, and that is that. Now it's the DH, Thomas Prettyboy.
Hey, if it's high, let it fly.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
That misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. 1 down, runners at second and third.
Let it rip right here.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Hey, let her rip. Here we go.
The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the bases are loaded here. 1 man gone. Miguel Vargas next up for the Blue Jays. Grounder might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And so up next, Thomas Prettyboy.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
And a good eye there.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Good eye right there.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And there's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Gilbert puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check. Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made.
Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. All set to bring you Game 3 of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
This is as good as it gets in a 3-game series, Boog. I mean, one game for all the marbles, and who knows how it's going to play out. But one thing I'm sure is we'll see the managers being very proactive. And in a situation like this, where there's no room for error, they're not going to be afraid to use every arm in the bullpen and every warm body off the bench if they have to.
Yeah, there's no saving something for tomorrow in this type of situation. Got to put it all out there on the table. First pitch coming your way next. And now the DH, Thomas Pretty Boy. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter.
Let's go now. One time.
0-1. Liner to second and picked on the hop.
Got him.
That's the third out. So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy.
See it, drive it. Come on, kid.
Tapped softly on the ground. On the run, throw to first. And the inning is over. But 9 batters hit. And next for Toronto, Thomas Pretty Boy. Swings through that one. 0-1. The pitch. Foul ball.
Hey, here we go, big guy. Come on.
And the pitch. And there's the ball.
2 strikes. Hey, take a rip like you can. Here you go, baby.
Next offering misses down and away. Runner at second, 2 down.
on, baby. See you driving.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next is the designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy.
Hey, find something you like up there.
Slice down the right side.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the righty deals.
Ball.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And now 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Righty delivers. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And here it comes. That's to third, Jernigan. They get the force.
Out.
Third out. Blue. And here is Thomas Pretty Boy, known for his late inning heroics.
Thomas Pretty Boy.
Ball 1, no strikes. Vizcaíno, 37 years young. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings and misses.
1 ball, 1
and it's
strike.
1-1.
Let it fly right here.
That
That's a
one
ball.
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, he hangs it, you bang it, kid. Here you go.
Next pitch
that ball
misses
went out.
outside. 3-1.
There we go.
One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, just
3-2 now. In the air, center field. Valera after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now back.
2 down.
check-in call from a representative.
that you, the open floor? Or is that someone new? No, just keep on going in and out. Love it. More lefts though.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Live from beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Toronto Blue Jays find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab, Ricky Lopez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
There's the strike up high, and it's 0-2.
Here you go, boys. Come on.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 1 away.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot. Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. You'll take those blue hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
Kyle Franco stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air, left field. Elliott makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And into the box for Baltimore, Andres Cano. And that's in there for strike 1. Now 1-1.
That's inside.
That's in there. 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Out number 3. And the Orioles lead. Back here in Baltimore, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Dusty Salazar. Off the mark there, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That's a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Kicks and fires. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Rodriguez going back some more, stretches out and hauls it in. Bobby Martin, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. I got it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Jared Kelnick. There's a strike.
0-1.
2 down.
That's down and in. The wide to kick the pitch. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses, and it's 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Orioles held in check there. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Edwin Arroyo fouled back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
In the air, left field. Elliott, couple of steps in, hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, James Outman. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Outman, the rangy center fielder, hitting 9th in today's lineup.
That's a ball.
And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. The 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Sizemore tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 innings. And welcome back. Now the number 2 hitter, Reed Humphrey. That one fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
That's a ball.
And now the count is even.
Aye.
And that's a strike.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. No outs. Runner on second. And that one ripped to left, and it stays fair. Run comes in from second, and it's a 1-run game. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Andres.
He's safe.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying
Hello, viewer. How are you today? Or tonight?
A manager checks in with his ball club. player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. The manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic.
Hit, like, and subscribe. Trying to make it to 500.
A player's agent calls to touch base. A pitcher who has been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive
viewer.
stat. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup.
Go on the win streak, guys. Let's go.
skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
Don't lose. Win. Win. No. Win. Win. Yes. Come on. Win. 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 Win.
Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope.
This is the first year I haven't made the playoffs. That's a whole 10 years in a row. Wow. First time not making it. 10 years. Wins 152, losses 85. I haven't even got the 100 mark yet. That's probably going to get 200.
An early winter check-in. pitching staff is pressed to step up their game.
What are you doing bad, Angel?
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. The manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic. A player's agent calls to touch base. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. The pitching staff is pressed to step up their game. A pitching coach offers reassurance to a pitcher who's been knocked around a bit lately. A manager confronts his pitching staff about an unacceptable team statistic. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. receives a check-in from one of his coaches. With the season approaching its final stretch, the manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. Late in the season and way up in the race, a team is reminded not to take its eye off the ball.
Hello, viewer. I think we'll make the playoffs this year, I hope. Yay.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Game one of the American League Division Series. It's the Oakland Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. Starting on the mound in this one, Thomas Pretty Boy.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Here's the center fielder, Bernardo Cedeno.
Number 7.
Here comes a pitch. In for a strike. So we're off and running in game 1. The next pitch misses. Ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. There's the strike. And that one missing low.
Hey, need a strikeout right here.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
On the ground. And he picks it up in foul territory. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Johnny Solis in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the grab, and there are 2 outs. And here is Cosmo Sanchez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Here we go, guys.
The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. And makes the grab. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's. Top of the second, digging in for Oakland, Roger Tejada. First pitch, not close.
Plays a 1 here.
And a strike. James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent as you mentioned, and maybe a little generous on the edges. Ripped on a line. Blaze snags it on the run.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Lee in position. Out number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Tristan Metzger stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Ball 2.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spin on some other.
Fans, our final line for tonight. First one.
for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Oakland Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in. And I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit. Not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. Today's starting pitcher, Heath Franco. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Thomas Pretty Boy now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. Lot around third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Tag. Too late. He scores. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The third baseman.
Now Molina at the plate. Pickoff throw. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out. So digging in, Thomas Pretty Boy. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Pretty Boy in his 13th season, hitting third in the lineup, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Three-two now. Stays alive. Next offering is fouled back. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Up next with the
Man at first. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. And ball 1.
Drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Hey, see it and drive it, huh?
One, 2 now. To the right side, Gonzalez. On to first.
You're out.
And that is the 3rd out of the. Next is the designated hitter, Thomas Pretty Boy. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Well, these Jays, they're being honest with themselves, struggling to make contact in this one. The strikeout has been a big issue, but at least they're going down swinging. Got to get the ball in play, though. It's time to change up the approach to focus on making simple contact and just go from there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Check the outfielders now, see where they're at.
Man at first, Sean Molina next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Here's the pitch, run around the goal. On a bounce right side, they get one. Not in time, he's safe. Tyler Stevenson next up for the Blue Jays. That's out to center field. Cedeno has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 9-3. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Welcome to Ring Central Coliseum in Oakland, home of the A's. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Oakland Athletics. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're looking forward to what's sure to be a dramatic Game 3, Chris.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first two, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Clinton Ostrander.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Thomas Pretty Boy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
And the right-hander deals. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ostrander checks on first. The throw is wild and it gets away. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. And a pitch. Struck him out looking.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity.
Base is full, 2 gone. Thomas Pretty Boy next up for the Blue Jays. Went down on strikes his first time through. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And he deals. Way out front for strike 2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Next offering misses. Now 2-2.
All right, so in this at bat, he's seen a couple of off-speed pitches, now back-to-back fastballs. In this count, you definitely got to stay back. Make sure you don't get out in front and be prepared to shorten up and hit the ball the other way.
Sean Molina up next. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
3-2. Got him. Huge strikeout there. And now.
Take your base.
Here we go.
Keep safe.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon.